There's 2 XLRs in that bag.
Yep.
The other bag.
No.
In the side pocket.
Side pocket. Other side. XLRs.
Sir.
Yep.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, softball fans of all ages, hello and welcome onto the campus of the Beaverbrook Elementary School for today's Abington girls varsity softball game against the Middleborough Sachems. As always, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, joined alongside today by Aaron Johnson, AJ, 75 degrees sunny. A little bit of a breeze coming in from behind us from the outfield in towards home plate. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day, great day for softball. A little bit of a wind, it's kind of sporadic, it comes in and out. I don't think it's going to affect the game too much, but you never know, it could pick up. Right now we have the Green Wave versus the Sachems. For the Green Wave, I think the ones to watch, at least from what I've heard, are definitely going to be Victoria Supala, Victoria Becker, Mackenzie Cahill, Mackenzie Bailey. That's what I've heard.
Well, let's meet the Sachems lineup. Mandy Bakunt leads off. Number 3, number 15, number 13, Cassidy Machado bats second. Number 11, Leanne McDonald hits third. Alex Welch, the designated player, is the cleanup hitter. Number 35, Mel Reese bats fifth. Lexi Bouldry hits sixth. Eva Janess is hitting seventh. Mary Dowler is batting eighth, and batting ninth is Taylor Bradbury. The flex player is Maddie Ryder. The Green Wave defense, at first base is Mackenzie Bailey, second base is Callie Pino, the shortstop is Victoria Sapala, the third baseman is Mackenzie Cahill, left to right across the outfield, Caden Lynch, Madison Perry, and Victoria Becker. Cassie Bailey is doing the catching for Shannon Varvitsiotis. A stolen base for Perry. And she finds herself on second base early.
Middleborough sporting the black and orange. I'm a personal fan of those uniforms, but at the same time, it's getting a little bit hot out, and I feel like that's definitely something difficult to play with. You see a pop-up.
It's going to drop it in right field to throw to the plate, not in time. And that's actually Machado that crosses the plate. So Middleborough takes a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning.
We have the oh-so-interesting lefty batter.
This is Alex Welch at the plate. Ball outside to Welch. One out, runner on first for Middleborough in the top of the first inning. Sachems wearing their visiting black jerseys and pants with white trim around the orange numbers and lettering. Hot grounder gets past the third baseman, and the runners will hold at first and second. So Welch gets on base with a single. Mel Reese, the third baseman, steps in as Abington finds themselves in the jam here early.
Yeah, I mean it's looking like Middleborough came to play. They're coming out with some oomph, coming out with some power. It'd be terrible to get down early.
Lexi Bouldry awaiting on deck, the hard-hitting catcher. Pitch from Varvitsiotis is a ball high and outside. Green Wave coming in at 3-0, a very successful start to their season. Behind the arms of Varvitsiotis as well as Ava DiPietro. This one flared foul towards the Middleborough dugout. Pitch from Varvitsiotis is another ball high and outside.
That's Leanne McDonald on second base. She's itching to go. I can see it.
Just one out here, and this one's lined into right field. A base hit that might score one. The throw home is going to force McDonald back towards third base, and the bases are loaded.
Here we go. Who's up to bat?
Lexi Bouldry, the catcher, sixth in the lineup. Catchers typically hold a lot of power behind their swing.
Yeah, bases loaded. She could be a hero right here.
Just takes strike one, the outside part of the plate. Just one out here. Abington in a jam in the top of the first, trying to find her way out of it is Varvitsiotis. A chopper up the middle is going to get through and score one run. The runners hold, so Middleborough leads it 2-0. Welch moves to third. Reese moves to second, and Bouldry finds herself on first.
We're back in the same situation. Bases loaded. Dangerous territory here for Abington.
Eva Janess, the second baseman, up at the dish now for the Sachems. Ball just outside from Varvitsiotis. The 1-0. Swung on and chopped foul. The count evens up at 1-1.
Everything we've seen so far from Middleborough seems to be hard and low. They're really looking just to sweat out the Green Wave. No, I don't really see too many big hits.
All singles so far.
A walk would be the last thing the Green Wave wants right now. That's just a free point.
This one popped up foul out of play. Ball in 2 strikes now to Janess. Mary Dowler waiting on deck for the Sachems.
I mean, if you're Middleborough right now, you're pretty comfortable. I mean, you only got 1 out, so there's no batter. Bases are loaded.
That one comes in low and inside, ball 2.
Don't need to force anything here.
This one is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Middleborough definitely would love to add a few more runs here in the top of the first. Scheduled 7-inning game. Grounded a third. That could be... They get the force at home. That will prevent the run. And safe all around on the bases on the fielder's choice. Reese moves up to third. Boldry to second. And Diva Jeunesse is on first. 5 straight singles for the Sachems as Mary Dowler comes up. And she hits a long fly ball to left.
Bases loaded.
It goes foul.
Oh, man.
It cleared the fence. It had the distance. She was a half a second later on the swing. It's a bases clearing grand slam.
Oh, man. I was just a little bit left with the pole, too.
Pitch from Varvitsiotis. A swing and a miss.
What happened there?
Oh, that was Jeunesse. Let's backtrack a second here. The slow grounder down the third base line must have been foul. Scoreboard is not on as of yet. So that was strike 3 to Jeunesse, and this should be Mary Dowler. Indeed it is. So Jeunesse strikes out, the second strikeout of the game for Varvitsiotis. 2 away here in the top of the first inning. As Abington looking to get out of the gym. Mary Dowler, the 8th hitter in the Sachems lineup. Swings and misses. So Welch is still on third. Reese is on second. Boldry on first. This one fouled off to the backstop. The count remains strike 3, and Abington gets out of the gym. 3 strikeouts for Varvitsiotis in the first inning, but Middleborough able to score twice. They lead at 2-0 heading to the bottom of the first.
Yeah, props out to Varvitsiotis for pulling him out of that dangerous situation of bases loaded.
Green Wave in the bottom of the first inning. Madison Perry leads off. Victoria Sapala bats second. Shannon Varvitsiotis hits third. Casey Bailey is the cleanup hitter. Kelly Pino hits fifth. Mackenzie Bailey is batting sixth. Mackenzie Cahill hits seventh. Victoria Becker hits eighth. Ava DiPietro is batting ninth. Caden Lynch is the flex player. The Middleborough defense, the first baseman, Mary Dowler, the second baseman, Eva Janess. The shortstop is Mandy Bakunt, and she just made the grab for the first out of the inning. The
routine pop fly.
third baseman is Mel Reese, left to right across the outfield, Maddie Ryder, Leanne McDonald, and Taylor Bradbury. Lexi Boldry is doing the catching for Cassidy Machado. Strike over the inside corner to Sapala, the shortstop.
Victoria looking to bring it back, gain some ground against the 2-0 lead from Middleborough.
Gonna take it one batter at a time here if you're Abington.
Yeah, there's still 6 innings, so go ahead, chip away. Uh-oh.
Ground ball to second. The first two Green Wave to face Machado are retired. Shannon Varvitsiotis, the pitcher, comes up.
That's 2 outs early. Not looking good in the first inning. The Green Wave.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Number 13, Cassidy Machado, there to pitch.
Ball upstairs to Varvitsiotis.
It's a 2-1 count, if I'm correct.
Machado's heater, a fly ball into right field, and a great grab right in front of the fence. That is the right fielder, Taylor Bradbury, with the inning-ending grab. And the Green Wave go down 1-2-3 in order. Middleborough leading it 2-0, heading to the top of the second.
3 and out. Oof.
So it is the top of the second inning. Shannon Varvitsiotis heading back to the circle. Middleborough leading it 2-0, heading to the top of the second frame.
Thoughts so far on the first inning?
Just an unfortunate start. You know, four singles in a row plus a walk for Varvitsiotis. She'll look to settle it down here in the second frame. She'll face the ninth batter in the lineup and then back to the top of the order. So they'll need this first quick out. It is Taylor Bradbury who just made that phenomenal catch out in right field before bouncing into the fencing here. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Varvitsiotis threw that one with a smoke trail behind it.
Coming out with a vengeance. Trying to keep the green wave alive.
This one upstairs and out. Ball one. Count evens up at 1-1. Very busy week here for Abington Chem and Abington High School sports. Of course, we've got softball being live streamed today. Tomorrow we've got lacrosse. Wednesday we've got baseball. Here's a high pop-up to shallow right. It's going to drop in. And
big miscommunication there.
Drops in for a single for Bradbury. Even on the pickup, there was a miscommunication between the right fielder and center fielder for Abington.
Seems to be that number 3, Madison Perry, stepped on it. So it was unable to be picked up.
Madison Perry in center field, the right fielder Victoria Becker. This one grounded out to short, could be 2. They get the out at second, and the throw to first is not going to be in time, but the Green Wave get the lead runner in Bradbury, and Mandy Bakunt is on the fielder's choice with a single. Cassidy Machado walked her first time up, scored the first Sachems run of the afternoon. Squaring the bunt, the throw down to second is not going to be in time, a little bit wide left. So a stolen base for Bakunt. This one fouled off to the backstop. Pretty wide hole in the middle of the infield. The second baseman is Callie Pino. She's playing closer to first base.
Let's see what the pitcher can do here.
This one a little bit low.
Pitcher on pitcher action.
2-2 from Varvitsiotis. High pop up.
That's going to be a foul.
Out of play. The count remains 2-2.
CDC just released new guidelines that is...
Strike 3 looking. Varvitsiotis has 4 strikeouts today. And down goes Machado by way of the K.
CDC has released new guidelines saying that after tomorrow, sports could be played without masks, outside sports.
The MIAA today said that nothing's changing for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
Just to keep everybody updated on all the goings on. They will reevaluate that. I believe Governor Baker said the mask mandate is going to be lifted May 29th. couple games are scheduled after that date for Abington High Sports. Here's a high pop-up to shallow right. Pino calls everybody off and makes the grab. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Green Wave. And Middleborough still holding on to that 2-0 lead. We will have Casey Bailey leading off for the Green Wave. Callie Pino due up second. Mackenzie Bailey is due up third.
Machado. Oh.
Bottom of the second inning. Led off by Casey Bailey, the Green Wave's catcher.
Machado back up to pitch.
A very successful afternoon so far. Retired the Green Wave 1-2-3 in order in the first. Bailey, Pino, and Bailey due up for the Green Wave. Beautiful afternoon here behind the Beaverbrook School. 75 degrees. Sunny, only a few clouds in the sky. A hot liner to second, and it might have bounced off of the right hand of the second baseman. So the Green Wave have their first base runner of the afternoon, and they will check the second baseman. Eva Janess says she's good to go. Green Wave will send a courtesy runner in for their catcher. Courtesy runner is number 27, Emma O'Neill, the sophomore. Callie Pino comes up, the freshman, also on the hockey team. Lays down the bunt, it goes foul right behind the plate. Attempted sacrifice.
Callie Pino seemingly doing it all. I mean, she was the only girl on the hockey team. Played indoor lax, and now is doing softball.
Squares again. This one is popped out foul. Very athletic family. In fact, 3 Pinos on the hockey team.
You love to see that. If they had one more kid, they could span every grade. Right now they have it was a senior, a junior, and a freshman. They're just missing that sophomore year.
This one popped up, foul out of play. Count remains 0-2 to Pino.
3 straight fouls for Pino.
They could field their own starting line in hockey, their own forward line.
It's true. Could be the the full Pino attack, full Pino defense.
This one grounded to third, to second in time for the out. No throw to first. So it's a fielder's choice. Bailey tossed out at second. Pino hustling down the line makes it to first. Mackenzie Bailey, the first baseman, will come up. Mackenzie Cahill waiting on deck.
Mackenzie Bailey with a hard line drive on her first hit. Let's see if she can do it again. A lot of power behind that swing.
Casey Bailey. There's 2 Baileys and 2 Mackenzies on this team. We've got Casey Bailey hit that hot line drive to second. You got Callie Pino that just singled, and Mackenzie Bailey up now.
Oh, you're right. 2 Baileys.
Very compressed in the order, too, so it's understandable. Casey Bailey bats 4th. Mackenzie Bailey hits 6th, and then Mackenzie Cahill is on deck.
A lot of misdirection there. Maybe that's
A plot twist.
maybe that's on purpose.
Oh, big swing and a miss. The throw down to first. Pino dives back in safely.
Pino doing a good job keeping it alive.
High pop up to short, and it
Oh!
falls. Pino will head for third, and I mean that fell directly on second base. So you could credit the error either to shortstop or the center fielder that was in on the play as well. Pino moves over to third, and that leaves second base open with Bailey on first. Mackenzie Cahill comes up with a chance to do some damage with just 1 out.
I don't know. I want to jinx it, but I'm feeling something in the air here.
That's an interesting one. The sun's off to our left, so that ball was not lost in the sun.
2 errors here for the Sachems. Strike 1 there.
And on the lower end of the zone. Be interested to see if Bailey takes off for second here. Looks like she's gearing up. Bailey takes off for second. The pump fake down, and it's a stolen base for Bailey. No throw. They were trying to draw Pino off of third base. It's runners on second and third. First base open for Cahill. Victoria Becker waiting on deck.
Oh, it's a strikeout.
Right over the inside corner from Machado.
I'm not going to speak anymore. I jinxed it. I jinxed it. I said there was something in the air.
Green Wave Nation, if you're looking to find someone in school, Aaron Johnson. Victoria Becker, the right fielder, swings and misses at strike 1.
If we lose this game, it's my fault.
A lot of softball left to go. 5 full innings currently scheduled.
This field is dandelion free, so there's nothing for the outfielders. Uh-oh.
High pop up to right. Moving in, making the grab is Bradbury. That will bring an end to the Green Wave half of the second inning. No runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the Sachems. And they're still holding on 2-0, headed to the third.
Breaking the rules of broadcasting?
No, as long as you don't say the E word, which I will not tell you until after this game.
No, the E or the O word.
They mean the same thing.
Yeah.
So this is the softball version of the O word. It's actually 2 words. E-I. That game went into 7-2. And that was never seen another touchdown. Oh my God. Top of the third inning is led off by Alex Welch, who hit a single her last time up. Mel Rees awaiting on deck. Lexi Bouldry due up third. 4 strikeouts for Varvitsiotis this afternoon,
Yeah.
along with 6 hits, excuse me. Just 2 runs scored for the Sachems.
1-1 count, I believe. Makes it a 1-2 count.
One, 2 from Varvitsiotis is high ball 2.
If my eyes serve me correctly, didn't go over by the scoreboard there. That's C6 Bill. Even with these super powered binoculars, I still can't seem to make out the face though.
Little break in the action. The umpire having a conversation with Abington's coach, Jenna Olam.
Wonder what it was about. Weather, current news.
It had to be something because Varvitsiotis is still out there and they didn't give anyone a warning about anything. Here's a high pop up to center, charging towards it, and miscommunication. Making the grab is the left fielder. That is Caden Lynch. That is the most dangerous play in baseball or softball.
I'm hearing no words, no communication, no my ball. I mean, I feel like that's vital when you're in the outfield because you don't want your eyes are on that ball. You don't go crashing into each other.
Many players get injured colliding like that. Luckily, both players popped up. A ground ball up the middle takes a bounce, and that's going to be picked up by the center fielder. That's Madison Perry. Single for Mel Rees. 7th hit of the day for the Sachems. Lexi Bouldry singled her first time up back in the first inning. Strike over the outside part of the plate from Varvitsiotis. 0-1 to Bouldry. Ground ball to short, to second for the out, and the slide. The slide into second accomplished exactly what it needed to and prevented an on-time throw to first for the double play. Regardless, 2 away now here in the top of the third. Eva Janess struck out swinging her first time up. Pitch from Varvitsiotis, who after the rough first inning has started to calm down a little bit. Comes in high for a ball. It's 1-1 now. Strike over the inside corner at the knees. Ball in 2 strikes with 1 on and 2 outs for the Sachems here in the top of the 3rd inning. Mary Dowler is waiting on deck.
Do you think hitting a baseball/softball is... Oh,
Ground ball to second, picked up by Pino. She'll toss over to first for the easy out. That will end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd. The Green Wave still chasing 2. You were saying?
do you think that hitting a baseball/softball is one of the hardest things you could do in sports?
I do not. I think this is certainly harder. I think hitting a golf ball accurately would probably be number 1.
Seems to be a medical emergency here.
Great folks over at the Abington Fire Department on scene. We're going to take a quick breather and bring you the bottom of the 3rd right after this.
Joking? Hydrated? Yeah, Paul. Come on, we need the juice. Any blood? Yeah, he gets a heat stroke. Hey, there you go. That's why you bring one of these.
These things are like super hard. That's what they give you in the Marines.
What are these, Nikons? Sky Genius?
It's like $60. The best $60 I ever spent.
These are mil spec. Oh, looks like they were going.
All right, bottom of the 3rd inning will be led off by Ava DiPietro, who is the designated player today. Then we head back to the top of the Green Wave batting order.
Bit of a
Ball
light
one.
show going on. That must be a little bit distracting for both pitcher and hitter.
There's a fire truck parked directly behind home plate. Machado back in the circle for the 3rd inning.
Great fastball up the middle.
2 of the best pitchers in the South Shore League. Perhaps in the state, Cahill and Varvitsiotis. Strike on the fastball outside.
Who do we have hitting right now?
This is DiPietro. She's the designated player playing left field. She takes strike 3 over the inside corner for out number 1. Madison Perry flew out to the shortstop her first time up. She squares to bunt. It goes right back to Machado, and the throw to first is in time.
Green Wave in a little bit of trouble here. 2 outs to start the inning.
Victoria Sapala grounded out to second base her first time up. Green Wave still looking to get around the phenomenal pitching of Machado. Just 3 hits today for the Green Wave. Strike right down Broadway to Sapala. Again, this is Mad Dog Matt Nelson. Aaron Johnson bringing you all the action from right center field here on a beautiful afternoon behind the Beaverbrook Elementary School in Abington. Ball just outside from Machado, evens the count at 2-2.
Oh.
Soft grounder to second. The underhanded toss to first is in time. 1-2-3 in order to go the Green Wave in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Middleborough still leading 2-0 heading to the 4th.
That's twice we've seen that. 1, 2, 3 and out.
The 8-9 hitters for the Sachems leading off. Mary Dowler, Taylor Bradbury due up second, and then back to the top of the order for Mandy Bakunt. Green Wave certainly have experience turning it on in the late innings. They've started this season 3-0, beating Norwell in an impressive outing last week.
Whole field and then like, yeah. What do you mean highway shoot? Don't they watch baseball, softball? Your main thing is your pitcher, your catcher, and your batter. Anyway.
Top of the 4th inning, Mary Dowler struck out swinging her first time up. Barvitsiotis back in the circle for the 4th. High pop-up in foul territory and just over the fence out of play. Double barrel action for you on Abington Cam today as good friend Abington Cam intern extraordinaire Joe Beaver is over at Abington High School covering both varsity and JV lacrosse. This one is a strike at the upper end of the zone. Double lacrosse tomorrow for you, varsity and junior varsity. Wednesday we've got varsity and junior varsity baseball. This one grounded out to short, picked up. The throw is in time, but unable to make the scoop. Was
Mackenzie Bailey, I believe.
That is Mackenzie Bailey over at first, so that'll go for an E3 on the play, and Dowler's on safely.
First error we see from the Green Wave this outing. Looks like we got some police on the scene now. What's your favorite snack for baseball / softball?
I mean, I don't know if we would consider it a snack. Yeah, here's a bunt that's dropped down, foul ball. It is 0-1 to Bradbury. Not necessarily a snack unless you're eating it at a baseball game, there's nothing better than either a Fenway Frank or an Italian sausage with peppers and onions.
Okay, I can respect it. I feel like when you watch one of these games, you need something in a large quantity.
This one popped up and grabbed by the catcher, so the out is there. And Dollar has to hold it first.
Some Cracker Jacks, some popcorn, roasted peanuts, anything of the sort.
Honey roasted peanuts are a good one. Of course, it gets so out of control at Fenway these days. You can get a lobster roll.
Do you know the licenses for those hot dog carts outside the stadium go for insane money?
Throw down to first is not in time. Diving back in safely is Dollar.
It'll cost you like 70 grand for a year to have a hot dog cart outside of Fenway. Insane.
But you'd make that back fairly easily.
I guess.
So we're going to miss strike 3. And Varvitsiotis has another strikeout.
Yeah, for the price of stadium food, definitely.
Pitcher Cassidy Machado comes up. She struck out looking her last time up. She squares to bunt and little pump fake down to first, no throw. Casey Bailey, the Green Wave catcher. Pino still playing far towards first base.
Ooh, big pop
Rising
fly.
pop up to shallow center on the run, making the grab is Madison Perry. That will end the inning. No runs, no hits, one error. And the Sachems will take their 2-0 lead into the bottom of the 4th inning. Shannon Varvitsiotis will bat first. Casey Bailey due up second. Callie Pino will hit third for Abington.
Do you watch Family Guy?
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Switch it up, keep a lot of guessing.
You guys ever have cinnamon sugar pecans?
Not pecans, but I've had cinnamon sugar. So laptop drains these things like no tomorrow,
Oh yeah. So,
and we've only got 2 of them today.
Are you already drawing like
That one's already
Insane.
down to 30%.
you're already drawing in
gotta switch them around, yeah.
Abington Cam research team has said the pizza at Fenway is good, and as seen with a certain incident in the past, can in fact be used as a weapon.
Yes. Pizza is good for the stomach, not for your face.
That was one of the favorite broadcast memories of the days of Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy. Someone just decided to hawk an entire piece of pizza, and it hit another gentleman in the shoulder, bounced up, hit his face, and a camera happened to catch it. They were laughing forevermore up in the Nesson broadcast booth.
One of the rare gems you'll find. I remember there was a broadcast. I think it was a Pacers game, and it was a lady dunking her chicken fingers in her Coke.
That's something.
Yes.
Varvitsiotis flew out to right field her first time up. This one low and inside goes for ball one.
That's definitely a great job working the Jumbotron. Just find people doing funny things and just making situations super awkward.
Oh yeah, we've seen it at the TD Garden numerous times. We've got the all-time Living on a Prayer as performed by a very brave Celtics fan. Here's a high fly ball to deep center field. It's rising, and it's gone! Shannon Varvitsiotis scores the first run of Abington's day on a solo blast to start the bottom of the fourth.
What a boomer. She can do it all. Good thing it didn't come towards the Abington Cam crew.
Taylor Bradbury, the right fielder, very alertly pointing out to the center fielder, Leanne McDonald, that there was no chance you grab that. It was way out. And that is an accurate statement from Bradbury. So make it 2-1. Varvitsiotis trying to put the green wave on her back. Casey Bailey singled her last time up. She takes a ball outside. This one up and out.
Makes it a 2-0 count.
See how Machado bounces back from that home run to dead center.
You gotta have a lot of mental fortitude to be a pitcher, I gotta say. You gotta stay in that zone after a dinger gets hit on you. Gotta make sure you don't let up. Make sure you do your job. Oh no.
Here's a high fly ball to center field, and unable to get there is McDonald, and the throw is in time at second base. A great recovery for McDonald, and she guns out Bailey at second.
I want to see the footage on that one. That was
absolutely about a foot in front of our camera out in right center field.
Yeah. I wonder if the viewers caught what brand of softball that was.
McDonald not amused that she dropped the ball, but very amused that she got Bailey out at second.
Yeah.
It's an excellent recovery out there. On the warning track, it would have one-hopped the fence had it not been knocked down by McDonald.
Yeah.
Callie Pino now steps in and takes ball one low and outside.
Yeah, great recovery from Leanne McDonald. I mean, yeah, you have the error, but at the same time, you didn't let anything happen. She stayed calm, and she did what she needed to do.
Officially credited as a single and thrown out on the advancement. Now ground ball to shortstop. The throw over to first is in time for the out. Second out of the inning. Mackenzie Bailey hit a single her first time up. Made it to second before the second inning was ended. Time granted. Pitch from Machado, a big swing and a miss. She wanted every last bit of that one.
Oh,
She was out in front of it on the changeup. She was expecting fastball from Machado.
who knows where that one would have gone.
This one comes skipping across ball one. Evens the count at 1-1. Bailey, the Green Wave first baseman. Green Wave looking to even the game up. A big swing and a miss, strike two.
Machado doing a good job eluding these big hits. Oh,
This is a hot liner through the first base and
Let's
second
see it.
baseman. The throw to first not in time. And it's a base hit with 2 outs for Bailey.
Green Wave staying alive.
Mackenzie Cahill comes in now, and she struck out looking her first time up. Machado rebounding well after giving up that home run. Swing and a miss, a pump fake down to first, no throw.
Starting to cool off on the evening.
It's dropped about 2 degrees since first pitch. Here's a line drive foul down the first baseline. Absolutely beautiful weather for softball.
It's beautiful weather in general. It's warm enough so you're not sweating. You're not cold either. Slight breeze comes in.
This one fouled back out of play.
I feel like springtime gets shorter and shorter every year here in New England.
We just started to hit the big stages of the great pollinating. Everyone's car magically changes color to the color yellow. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike three. Cahill goes down by way of the K for the second time, and that will bring the bottom of the fourth to an end, but not before Shannon Varvitsiotis halves the Sachems' lead by hitting a bomb to dead center. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Sachems, and we head to the top of the fifth.
It's just a shame that no one was on those bases. Hit the homer.
Ian McDonald, the center fielder, will lead off. Alex Welch due up second. Mel Reese will hit third. Top of the fifth inning, Leanne McDonald hit a single her first time up. She also popped out to second base. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Takes ball one inside, has to spin out. Farvitsiotis back in the circle. Oh, high fly ball to left, and reaching up, making the grab is Caden Lynch.
That looked dangerous off the hit, but fizzled out.
Lynch had to backpedal a bit and full extension on the grab. Now the left-hander Alex Welch steps in. 1 for 2, a single and a fly out to left field. Takes ball one inside. This one low and away, ball 2. That one's in there for a strike over the outside corner. To 1 is outside ball 3 to Welch.
If you had to be in the outfield, you had to have something to block the sun. Would you go for the visor or the shades?
So the shades are interesting. I find the shades will mess me up. That one's over the outside corner for strike 2. Full count. The shades can mess you up when you're looking into the sky, especially if a little bit of sunlight is able to sneak in maybe under them in the bottom of your field of vision. This one grounded to short. The throw's not going to be in time. So Welch reaches on in error.
Seemingly young team here for the Green Wave. We got a lot of sophomores, a lot of freshmen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 seniors. And just 1 junior here in the Green Wave team.
Green Wave definitely setting up for the future. There are 3 players remaining on the roster from that state championship back in 2018.
The billboard's still up on Route 18 from that championship.
There's been a lot of championships in Abington High athletic history in recent years.
Oh yeah, recent years. There's
Couple Super Bowls, couple basketball titles, the softball title.
Yep. I think we had 1 Super Bowl for the football team. 2 if you count the co-champs due to COVID. For the basketball team, you had the softball.
Here's a high fly ball out to deep center field. It's going to one-hop the fence. Turning for third, the throw is going to be cut off, and there'll be runners on second and third.
That's 2 of them now, making me a little nervous for that camera.
Double for Mel Reese. Our cameraman, Isaac Litt, doing a phenomenal job today. Knows the number 1 rule of shooting sporting events. Save the camera at any cost necessary.
You gotta put your life on the line for that camera. Whether it's an arm, a leg, your head.
It's all replaceable.
Yes.
Gotta
yes.
save the camera.
Surgeries can happen. Repairs to camera, never heard of it.
Varvitsiotis in a little bit of a jam with one out here in the top of the fifth.
Runners on third and second. See what she can pull out of the bag of tricks here.
That's a strike right down the middle of the plate. See, Lexi Bouldry is 2 for 2, 2 singles. You might think about intentionally walking her to put the force on at any base. Eva Janess is waiting on deck. She is 0 for 2. Ground ball foul towards the Green Waves dugout.
Uh-oh. Let's hope I don't get the hiccups on the broadcast.
Not ideal.
Not ideal. Apologize in advance. I feel them.
Pitch from Varvitsiotis, high, ball 2.
Gotta say, at least it's not the sniffles.
Just those pollen allergies hitting it
Yeah.
the worst time of the year. Here's a line drive out to center field at 1 hops, and 1 run will score. Welch in from third for the third Sachems run of the day. Mel Reese moves up to third base, and Lexi Bouldry has an RBI single. She's 3 for 3.
Speaking of allergies, this is your reminder. Take your medication. If you haven't already, what are you doing? It's allergy season.
Oh yeah, my car's already changed colors a few times.
Take your medication. Drink your Alka-Seltzer. Do what you need to do.
The bunt squared. The throw to first is
Uh-oh.
to nobody.
Looks like she mistook that.
A run
First
scores,
base
and there's
coach.
runners on second and third.
That is now, what, 4-1? If I'm correct.
Bouldry all the way to third on the bunt. The fundamentals were there. You pick up the bunt down the third base line from Cahill, and the first thought is to get the out at first. But Mackenzie Bailey also went charging in to attempt to grab the bunt and left first base vacant.
Yeah, and in that moment, you got a split second to make that decision. So, it's hard. It's hard judging where it needs to go.
That was Eva Janess with the bunt, her first hit of the day. Mary Dollar's 1 for 2, a strikeout, and she reached first on an error. Swings and misses at strike 1. Varvitsiotis trying to get out of a jam once again. Runners in scoring position.
Whoa.
High pop-up is in foul territory, and
Oh.
making an athletic grab is Bailey. Right in front of the fence for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the right fielder, Taylor Bradbury. She's 1 for 2, a single, and she popped out to the catcher on an attempted bunt.
It's been quite a long one for Middleborough at bat this inning.
This is the 7th Sachem to reach the dish this half inning. Top of the order, Mandy Bakunt waiting on deck. Grounder to third. The throw to first is in time. That will end the inning, but the Sachems add 2 more. They lead it 4-1 heading to the bottom half of the 5th.
I got a little bit hungry. Give me a highly coveted Mad Dog food recommendation. I know. What? I know.
On the job even when he's off the job.
I really like your food recommendation. So.
See, he knows. He gets it.
Isaac, let me tell you something. These interns put me on a pedestal for my food recommendation. I finally got one of them to go to Crescent Ridge.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Life changed forever.
Life change.
Good man.
There's
Alright, so we're gonna stage a couple pictures. Can you do me a favor? If I give you my phone, can you take a couple pictures of us?
Good man.
Alright, masks on.
Mask up. Mask up.
Yeah.
I think they're about to start up, though.
It's like a couple from behind us and then maybe one from right where you're standing. Yes.
Hold up, mask on.
Right, mask on.
Mask on. There it is.
Alright, we're good. How's that?
That's good.
So the bottom half of the 5th inning is led off by Victoria Becker. She flew out to right field her first time up. Pass to the catcher and an athletic play by Machado.
Besides that homer, Machado's been playing a fantastic game.
Just 6 hits to this point in the game.
Oh,
This one lined off of the back of the Beaverbrook.
let's hope everyone was paying attention. 'Cause that one came in hot.
Even DiPietro struck out looking her first time up. Looks at strike 2 that came in a bit high. Madison Perry waiting on deck. This one fouled off of Middleborough's ride home.
Yeah, lucky he didn't hit a window, but I think those are like bulletproof anyway. Bus windows are always super beefy.
There was one incident in the first baseball game that we did just across the way here at the athletic complex behind the Frollo School. Someone fouled off a baseball, and you just heard that sound. You know that sound when something hard hits like a windshield,
Yep.
something it shouldn't hit, and you knew instantly that someone was calling Safe Flight.
Well, I mean, Safe Flight repairs and Safe Flight replaces. Your car is actually not in a too ideal of a spot.
It's not ideal. Someone would have to hit a foul ball a long way, but I am parked right behind the foul pole and right.
Yeah.
Swinging strike 3 and a miss for DiPietro. She's down by way of the K for the second time today. 2 outs here to start the bottom of the 5th. Madison Perry is 0 for 2. She popped out to short, and she grounded to the pitcher.
Yeah. hope you don't get a lefty batter that pounds one into the foul zone.
It would have to go a very long way for a foul ball.
It's true.
Here's a ground ball up the middle, stabbed by the second baseman. The throw is in time. 1-2-3 in order to go the Green Wave in the bottom half of the fifth. They still trail 4-1, heading to the final couple frames here. The top of the sixth will be led off by the top of the order, Mandy Bakunt, Cassidy Machado, and Leon McDonald all due up for Middleborough.
Yeah, the Green Wave needs to make up some ground here. They don't get back in it.
So we started talking snacks earlier. Now that we're in the later stages of the game, let's talk about your favorite baseball or softball dessert.
Ooh, dessert.
Dessert. I mean, if I'm at Fenway, there's like 105% chance that I'm getting some ice cream served in a little plastic Red Sox helmet.
Okay. I haven't really entertained the desserts at Fenway.
You just had an ice cream experience yourself.
Yes. Crescent Ridge, Sharon. You don't miss, Mad Dog. You don't miss. And it was definitely
Perfect record.
It's definitely a wait. Don't get me wrong. They do an interesting system there. It's
The drive-thru's gone.
the drive-thru's gone.
The drive-thru's gone now.
Okay, so I got outdated information. Awesome.
Regular ice cream dairy bar now,
Yeah. Still,
as
it's,
it was pre-pandemic. Mandy Bakunt is 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a single. Takes strike one over the inside corner there. Varvitiotis still in the circle for Abington. Ground ball fielded by the third baseman. The throw is in time for out number one. Pitcher Cassidy Machado coming up. She is 0 for 2. She also walked. Strikeout and a long fly ball out to center. Strike one over the inside corner to Machado. And McDonald is on deck. This one upstairs and outside.
I gotta say, softball seems like one of the more high-pressure sports. I feel like you got both the dugouts talking, encouraging their team. It's just you and the pitcher. It's very intense, I gotta say.
Here's a fly ball out to left, charging in.
Oh!
There's Lynch, and she makes the grab while starting to dive down. 2 quick outs here to start the top of the sixth. Lynch has made a couple nice grabs out in left field today. And McDonald is 1 for 3, a single and 2 flyouts. This one is popped foul out of play. The 0-1 from Shannon Varvitsiotis is a bit outside, ball 1. This one outside, 2-1. Alex Welch is on deck. Here's a liner out to center. Sizing it up, making the grab is Madison Perry. 1, 2, 3 in order go the Sachems. That is the first time today that has happened. The Green Wave come up with their 2, 3, 4 hitters due up to start the bottom half of the 6th, the right part of the order, to get something started. Sapala will lead off. Varsity due up second. Casey Bailey will hit third.
Yeah, get my good side.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All about the optics. Come on, Isaac.
Okay, I'm going. Okay. Let's go.
One more. Now that his mask is on. Like a politician. Ready? I'm muted.
Victoria Sapala coming up for the Green Wave. Machado back in the circle. It is ball 1 low and inside. Sapala has grounded out to second base twice today. Hits a little blooper out to right. It's going to fall in for a base hit. And making a wide turn now, having to dive back into first safely is Sapala. She's got a leadoff single.
She hit in the head with that one?
That might have gone off of the first baseman's glove and gone into the bucket of Sapala.
Is this number 2 Shannon back up to bat, I see?
Yes, this is Shannon Varvitsiotis, who hit that bomb to dead center field last time. The only Abington run scored of the day. She's 1 for 2, a fly out to right along with the home run. This one is fouled out of play, and that sounded like a dent.
Oh, that was a car.
There was a brief moment of internal discussion with myself where to park. Should I park over in the area where that foul ball just landed, or should I park beyond right field? Figured the safer bet was out in right field.
Looks like you made the right decision because someone's going home with some repo work.
This one is outside. The throw down to first not in time. Sapala dives back in safely. (4-1) Middleborough here in the bottom of the 6th.
Oh,
this
no.
one fouled off. Hits the top of the shed behind home plate.
Okay.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Varvitsiotis. Casey Bailey has 2 singles today. She has been tossed out at second on fielder's choices both times around the base paths. 1 on, 1 out for the Green Wave in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch from Machado is a low ball 1. One zero from Machado. It's high ball 2. Kelly Pino waiting on deck. The 2-0 to Bailey is fouled off hard to the backstop. Bailey swings it. It's a high pop up to left. It's going to fall in foul territory. Boundary's weird over there because the outfield fence kind of hooks around in the bleachers, and the fans in attendance are inside of that. The dugout fence is the foul line, the out of play line, and that extends. Here's a ground ball foul down the first baseline. Interesting dimensions here at the softball field. A lot of foul territory over next to first base, and that eventually disappears down the right field line, similar to Fenway Park. A lot of foul territory out in left. Hard liner might have been knocked down by Machado. The throw to first is in time, and now caught between second and third. It's a pickle. The throw to second, it is Bailey who is diving down, and she's thrown out at third. Now that was Sapala who was caught in the rundown. So it's a double play.
Almost saw some sandlot shenanigans there.
Let's see, 6-3-5 on the double play, and that will end the bottom half of the 6th. To the top of the 7th we go. Alex Welch, Mel Reese, and Lexi Bulgy due up for the Sachems.
A real one.
Does he pop out to other broadcast?
Yeah, so I'm thinking of so maybe some hazard pay.
I'll offer you going on a Saturday afternoon walk with the baby in the same park in which 2 kids later drowned.
Oh, true, man, right.
Yeah, later that night 2 kids drowned.
We saw a bunch of kids near the lake when we were there.
Yeah, two of them drowned.
Yeah,
They called in the Plymouth County Tactical Rescue Team. Like dive teams and all that.
Dive teams, yeah.
There's no swimming allowed now.
I wonder why.
It's a steep drop off. It goes from like 5 to 30 feet.
Jeez, yeah. Can't do it.
It's like in Finding Nemo.
Unless you know what you're doing. Right. Won't do it unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah, kids got swept under and they found them like all the way across the lake. They didn't know how to swim.
Top of the 7th, Alex Welch due up. She is, let's see, she's 2 for 3. A single back in the first, a fly out to left field, and she lines it towards Lynch again, who makes a great stop. Diving out and getting her glove on it to keep it to a single for Welch. She's now 3 for 4. Mel Reese, 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double.
Kaden Lynch has commanded that left outfield.
This one right down the middle for strike one. A stare down between Casey Bailey and Welch. Welch didn't want to go back to first, and Bailey walked down the line and forced her to. This one outside. They will throw it on to first, and Welch steps back safely. I want to thank you for watching this stream and every stream throughout the spring season and the 2020-2021 school year live on Abington Cam. YouTube.com/AbingtonCam02351/live, the place to go. Got a couple games for you live this week, across tomorrow and Thursday. If you miss a live broadcast, AbingtonCam.tv, the place to go for on-demand video. Is a ground ball to second. The flip to second is in time to get the lead runner. Now turning for second. Might be close. They will... Throw comes in behind the runner, so Reese is safe at second on the fielder's choice and advancement on the throwing error. AbingtonCam.tv, the place to go for on-demand video, live streams of our cable access channels, bulletin board information, and more. The official online home of Abington Community Access and Media, AbingtonCam.tv. Feel free to also follow us across social media, AbingtonCam02351.
So you can never miss all the latest content coming from the channel.
Some good stuff, that's all I'm saying. Coming up the next month is jam-packed. Both graduation coming up, town meeting, of course, spring sports, endless streams of content.
Yep. We got sports, town government. Even if that isn't your jam, we got philosophy now.
Philosophy, that's right.
Philosophy,
Fireside
yeah.
Philosophy, hosted by Derek Terrell. Get the weekly wave.
Yep, we got some in-town interviews. Everything you need to know to be updated in the town of Abington.
Here's a rising fly out to center. The grab made by Perry. Two away here in the top of the seventh. Mel Reese standing on second base. Eva Jeunesse is 1 for 3. A strikeout, a ground out, and a single. Single in her last time to the dish. She takes strike one right down Broadway. Couple big guests coming up for the weekly wave.
Oh, yes.
Who do we have this week?
We got the owner of Cream.
The owner of Cream.
Yes.
Speaking of ice cream and plastic baseball helmets. This one low and inside. Mary Dollar waiting on deck. This one upstairs and outside. Ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike to Jeunesse. Pop up foul, and That one narrowly avoided someone's windshield. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch coming from Shannon Varvitsiotis. Here is the payoff pitch. It's ball 4 low. And holding at second on the pitch that got away from the catcher is Reese. Just the second walk of the day allowed by Varvitsiotis. Mary Dollar is 0 for 2. She also reached on an error. Popped out to first base her last time up, and big swing and a miss at strike 1.
Big swing. She's looking to take her runners home.
Taylor Bradbury, the right fielder, waiting on deck. High pop-up, shallow right field. Unable to make the grab, and it is a foul ball. An excellent effort. And we'll repeat, an excellent effort by Victoria Becker. Oh, Becker might have sliced her forearm open.
Uh-oh.
On the attempt. Ground ball down to first, or rather second. The inning comes to an end on the 4-3 putout. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, or 1 error. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Green Wave trailing 4-1. They need 3 to extend, 4 to win.
It's crunch time.
What is that Mary ordered? That's not
Watermelon red.
Oh, yep, that's a go-to.
Oh man, I see.
I already had 60 ounces of coffee today, so I figured I should not have any more coffee.
But you
So I'll have an energy drink.
have caffeine anyway.
Are you a big energy drink guy?
Usually I hate them because they're horrible for you.
Then, let me get you on,
Doing Starbucks triple shots lately.
let me get you on the small business that has a rare beverage.
Oh boy.
Let me allow you to get you on something. They got 2 energy drink flavors, 2 sleep drink flavors.
We're back.
Okay.
Bottom of the 7th inning, it is Casey Bailey, the catcher, leading off. Rather, it's Callie Pino up at the plate now for Abington. Machado back out in the circle for the Sachems. She's had a phenomenal game so far. High pop-up, center field. Making the grab is McDonald. 1 away. Mackenzie Bailey is 2 for 2 singles. Green Wave have gone 1, 2, 3 in 4 innings this game. That's a strike right down the middle to Bailey. Mackenzie Cahill waiting on deck. This one fouled onto the roof of the Beaverbrook.
Oh, bounced right in. Sun coming back out. Peeking over at an angle now.
0-2 to Bailey. Ball upstairs. A little bit of shade coming in down the right field line, but the rest of the field bathed in sunlight. It's dropped about 3 degrees since first pitch. Still very beautiful out. 72 degrees. Very slight breeze.
This is perfect barbecue weather. Cookout barbecue. This is what you want.
This one upstairs outside. Count evens up at 2-2.
This kind of weather makes you want a homemade burger or a hot dog.
With the smell of a barbecue. People can at me on this. The smell of a barbecue is the greatest smell in the entire world.
Or fresh coffee in the morning. But I do agree with the barbecue.
Here's a high rising line drive to right. Making the grab, and there are 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Nice play out and right by Taylor Bradbury.
Not going to lie to you, I thought that one was gone.
Softballs do carry phenomenally well once they're hit in the air. Mackenzie Cahill represents the last chance for the Green Wave. She has struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. Grounds it out to first.
That's the game.
And that does it. The final score is going to be 4-1. The Sachems get the better of the Green Wave. Abington has lost for just the first time this season. They fall to 3-1. AJ, pretty great game here.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a wonderful performance by number 13, Cassidy Machado, on the Sachems. She did a great job pitching. And we saw an equally great performance from Shannon. I forget how to say her last name.
Varvitsiotis.
Hitting the lone homer of the game. Well, yeah, overall great showing from both teams. Middleborough just attacked Abington quick and was able to run away with it from there.
4-1 the final score. Cassidy Machado is going to be our Abington Cam player of the game, along with a walk and 1-run scored. A phenomenal afternoon in the circle for the Sachems. 4-1 the final from just behind the Beaverbrook Elementary School. Abington falls to the Middleborough Sachems. They move to 3-1 on the air. We want to thank you for watching this broadcast of Abington Community Access and Media. We want to thank our cameraman, the one and only Isaac Litt, my broadcast partner, Aaron Johnson. I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.